You did not see me spill that all over myself. That was your imagination and an absolute trick of the lens and the light. That did not happen.
It's LeahMouseVlog, LeahMouseVlog, it's LeahMouse's vlog.
Hi everyone. I'm having a very pleasant evening here. Sitting at my desk with my candle. Well, not my candle. I mean, it is my candle. I purchased it, but it's not my candle, as in I made it. This is just lovely. I'm sitting here watching Daz Black because he makes me laugh. And what's really cool about Daz Black, I'm going to sit you guys down somewhere here. So regarding Daz Black, I have the most amazing boyfriend in the world. I mean, we know this already. We know this. I'm sorry. I took him off the market, and I apologize for that. But I win. Okay. So anyway, we've established that I have the best boyfriend ever. It is currently February 16th. In about 19 minutes, it will be February 17th. Rolling over into midnight, past midnight. By the way, if you haven't ordered or subscribed to my monthly subscription boxes yet, I suggest you do so ASAP, because the cutoff date to get March's box, which is the Burton box, which you don't want to miss because it has awesome Tim Burton themed stuff in it. I've been working really hard on it, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be epic. So I suggest you scurry on over to Underworld Connection right now. That's the .com, in case you don't know. The link is in the description as always. Sign up for the monthly subscription box, or you can do a one-time order. Choose your box size to fit your budget. You don't want to miss it. The cutoff date is February 25th to get March's box. Now that we've covered that. So this year, like I said, it is February, halfway through February. This year, I will be turning 40. 40. 40. I was born on June 13th on a full moon night in 1984. It was a Wednesday. My mom told me that the hospital was absolutely overrun with women going into labor because of the full moon. As you know, well, maybe you don't know, the moon has an effect on the water on Earth. It affects the tides and whatnot, and there actually is some science behind when there's a full moon, the crazies come out. It makes people a little bit nutso. Our bodies are 70% water, which I always found odd as a child when I was told that. I was like, so if I'm 70% water, where is it? I was always very confused. People told me that. So I was like, if I cut myself, is it gonna geyser out like a burst pipe or what? Like where is this alleged mostly water in my body? So that night, since it was a full moon, a bunch of women's waters broke who were, close to giving birth, and they went into labor. My mom included. I guess I was a little bit early. She said that there were no rooms available. They had people in the hallways on beds giving birth, going into labor. I think she had a room, though. I'm not positive. I have to think. Yes, pictures. I've seen photographs of the day that I took my first breath in this world, and yes, it was in a room. So yeah, she had a room, thankfully, but of course, labor time, obviously. June 13th, 1984, on a Wednesday and a full moon, which would explain a lot. That means I'll be 40 this year. I know, I still look 24. Thank you. Yeah. I need to unclip this, it hurts. So what's really special about this year, and I am getting to the Daz Black segue, by the way, we're going to circle around. What's special about this year is that since I am turning 40, it's kind of it's a pivotal birthday. You know, the zeros tend to be that. You know, you got your 16th birthday, you got your 21st birthday, you got 30, you got 40, 50, 60. So my super awesome boyfriend suggested that we go away for a week. I already like this plan. We're going away for a week, and we are going camping. He's taking me camping. Now, that might seem kind of low bar for stuff, but let me tell you what. He took me camping for, I don't remember which birthday it was. It was one of my earlier birthdays, like earlier in a relationship. And it was the first time I'd ever been camping. Ever. In my entire life. I grew up in the woods. I literally grew up in the woods. I mean, it was a house, you know. I wasn't just running free like Mowgli, you know, in and out of the trees, making friends with forest animals and stuff. But I mean, I grew up in the woods, as well as did my friends. Where are we going to go camping? Our backyards? You know? There was no reason to ever go camping. So I'd never been camping. So he took me camping, and I didn't have a great reaction to it when he told me that at first. This is the other birthday. I was like, camping? Really? Okay, I guess. And then I ended up freaking loving it. I became addicted to camping, specifically with JJ. He's fun. He's fun to camp with. He's gonna get a new tent. The tent he has now, it's just kind of old. We had to go buy tent spikes for it last time. It was kind of a big deal. It's just kind of old. It's run its course. He wants a new one. So we're gonna get a new tent. He's gonna get a new tent. I'm not paying for that 12-person monstrosity that he wants to get. I'm a simple girl, man. Just give me a sleeping bag and, you know, the newspapers over the little stick, you know, and I'm fine. But no, he has to have like a literal 12-person tent that's like $600. This man is a diva. He is the diva between the two of us. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I get treated to some pretty nice things, but I just don't require it. So there's that. And he knows this. He knows how much I love the camping, and I've been begging him. I'm like, can we please go camping? Can we please go camping? Because I love it. Because it takes me back to my growing up in the forest roots. No pun intended. And it's like, I don't have to think about anything. You're just out there in the woods, in the quiet, in the nature, away from all the electronics and the hubbub and the hustle and bustle, and it makes me very happy. And plus, it's fun to just have quality time with him. You know, we have this thing where we lay on the air mattress, we bring his tablet, we watch Us. That's our camping movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it. Jordan Peele, Us. Amazing, amazing. That's our camping movie. We don't watch it outside of camping. We always watch it when we go camping. So we watch that, we're all snuggled on the air mattress in the tent. Of course, we have, you know, a fire, we have the s'mores, we, you know, make food and stuff. And it's just so serene, and it makes me feel good. So he knows this. So for my 40th birthday, he's like, we're going to go camping for a full week. And we'd never been camping for more than like 2-3 days before. I was like, I get to literally, you're telling me that I get to check out of society and be alone where it's quiet and peaceful and commune with nature with you for a whole week? Best 40th birthday ever. It's going to be amazing. I'm so looking forward to it. But the other thing that really surprises me, I mean, that kind of alone really surprises me, because he usually doesn't like to take a lot of time off work, but he's like, nope, we're going for a week. So the other thing that's really cool, Daz Black is doing United States tour, and I'm fairly certain this is the first time he's come to the United States. So he's touring, and if you don't know who he is, please look him up. His official YouTube channel is called Daz Games, but his name is Daz Black. You can find him, Google him. He's got 8.5 million subscribers, but he's so funny, he's so amazing, and I love him. I've showed JJ several of his videos, and I'm just like, this guy is so funny. So he's doing United States tour. Now, I brought this up to JJ the moment the moment I found out about it. I don't remember when he first announced it, but I saw it immediately and I was like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Daz is coming to the United States. Holy crap. That would be so cool if we could go see him. Like, that would be amazing. I didn't really think it would happen because the closest locale to us that he's coming to is Minneapolis, which is kind of far away, all things considered. But unfortunately, it's the closest that, we have for major venues, concerts, shows, whatever. It's about 4 hours away, 5 with bad traffic. So I was like, okay, he's coming in July. My birthday's in June. So considering that JJ's taking a week off, as am I, for my 40th birthday camping trip, I'm just like, there's no way that... And by the way, the day he's coming, Daz, here to Minneapolis, not here, but, is a Thursday. So it's not even a weekend. It's not even, like, plannable. Like, JJ has weekends off. That would have been easier. But it's a weekday. It's a Thursday. So I was like, I understand that this wouldn't probably be doable, and I don't want to go by myself. I'm not driving to Minneapolis by myself and not doing all that. I'm not doing it. It's not worth it. If I can't take my dude, I don't want to go. So I was like, I understand if this wouldn't be doable. I get it. It's a weekday. You already have this time sectioned off for my birthday. You probably don't want to take off more time. You don't want to drive all the way to Minneapolis if you have to. I understand that. But I showed it to him nonetheless, and he was just like, okay. I think it was literally 2 days later where we were sitting on the couch watching a show like we do. It was a weekend and we were hanging out. And he's like, do you have your laptop on you? And I said, yeah, it's right over there. I can grab it. He frequently asks me for my laptop because he uses it to like pull up documents and emails and things that, he doesn't have a laptop. So, and I was like, yeah. And he's like, go grab your laptop. I was like, okay. Grab my laptop. And he's just like, okay. So, look up those Daz Black tickets and then find a hotel. And I was just like, I was like, you serious, dude? I was like, really? Really? We're going to see Daz Black? Like, really? Like, this is happening? And he was just like, yep. I was like, oh my God. So we pulled up the Daz Black tickets for that show. And there were two options. One is just like kind of the general admission, you go see the show, you leave. Standard, right? And then the other one is the VIP meet and greet. You get to go there, I think it's 2 hours earlier, and you get to meet and greet. You get to meet Daz, photo opportunity, autograph, you get a special lanyard and all that, like meeting Daz, right? JJ said, go for it. Get the VIP. So we both got VIP, even though he barely knows who Daz is. I didn't ask. And it's a substantially more expensive ticket, obviously. But he's like, get the VIPs. Go for it. The whole shebang. And I was just like, oh my God. Oh my God. So we're going to stay there for 2 nights, I think, if I remember correctly, just to make it not like a drive to Minneapolis, see the show, drive right back thing. Like we're going to, stay over and everything. So, and then we booked the hotel. The tickets are bought. The hotel's booked. So I'm going to see Daz Black. I mean, JJ is obviously coming too, but, I'm the fan and I'm the one talking to you right now. So I'm going to go see Daz Black in July. Daz Black, the man who puts a smile on all of our faces, including his own. So not only do I get a week-long camping trip for my 40th birthday in June, in July, the very next month, almost exactly a month later, actually, because I believe the show is July 18th and my birthday is June 13th, I get to see Daz Black and meet Daz Black. I get to meet Daz Black. I get to wear my Tea Party hat. He's the only YouTuber I've ever bought merch from. That says something. And also, what's kind of neat is a month before all that, May 23rd, specifically, JJ and I will have been together for 5 years. 5 years. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you know me personally, which you don't, so you might not be aware of this, but anyone who knows me personally knows my longest relationship ever was 4 years. And that had been the longest relationship up until that point. The longest one before that was 3 years. I had a few that were only 3 years. 3 years seemed to be my cutoff point. And then one, I actually made it to 4, and you guys probably know which one that was. But in May, JJ and I will be 5 years, which is really amazing. And what's even more amazing about that, not only is it my longest relationship, just span of time speaking, that alone is pretty fantastic. The most fantastic part of that is that everybody else I've ever been with, sorry, Kevin, don't mean to throw you on the bus here. I love you. You're my bestie, but that's pretty much all you've ever been. You know that. I know that. It's all good. Everybody I've ever been with, regardless of how many years we made it, I usually kind of stopped wanting to be around them after like maybe a year. And that's being generous. Usually more like 6 months. And then it just kind of ended up being like a circumstantial thing where I was just sort of, I was in the situation and kind of didn't know how to get out, you know. We've all been in those relationships that just absolutely existed beyond their expiration date. And we look back and go, why did I let that go on for so long? Ugh. But anyway, so what's really magnificent about the 5-year mark, especially with the JJ, is that I still like him. I've liked him this entire time. I mean, of course I love him, but I also like him, and that's a different thing. I still like him. I like him very much. I like him more and more every day. I like him more than I did when we first got together. Of course, he's grown and changed since then. He's almost not even who he was when we started. He has grown a lot. I don't want to talk too much about it. It's his business. I don't like to put his business out there. That's for him to talk about if he wants to. But I will just say he's very different than when we first got together. We both changed each other and grown together very much over the last 5 years. And we're in this wonderful little place of support and love. I'm trying not to make it too cheesy, but it's good. We have a really good partnership, and we both genuinely like each other. We like each other, and for me, that's a huge deal. I have a very short attention span when it comes to other human beings, okay? I know that sounds really bad, but I'm pretty sure that that's an autism thing. I'm pretty sure it is, because I'll get really, really excited about a person, and this could be anybody, a friend or a relationship or anybody, anything. I get really, really excited up front, and I'm like, this person is my soulmate, even a friend. I'm like, you are, like, we're just, this is us forever, besties, BFFs, right? And then after a couple of weeks, I'm just like, I'm not really feeling it anymore. And then I just kind of don't. I am not. I know it sounds awful. It sounds really awful. And it's never personal. It is absolutely never personal. But that's why I don't actually actively try to make friends anymore, because I know this about myself. The 2-second high isn't worth the grunge of going through that, okay, now how do I get rid of this person as a friend thing again? You know what I mean? So the fact that I still, like, JJ is absolutely my best friend. He is absolutely my best friend. I'm his best friend. We hang out together all the time. Well, when we can, when we're not working and stuff. Like, he's working right now. And, we just have such a good time being together. And it's just so great. 5 years? 5 years, man. This is the year. 2024 is the freaking year, dude. 5 years with a guy that I still love and respect and like more than anybody else on the planet. Amazing. Month after that, I turn 40 and I get to disconnect from the world for a whole week, which is my absolute favorite thing to do. And the month after that, I get to meet Daz Black, which is going to be super cool. And I just can't even believe it. So, and that being said, I really hope 2024 is my year. I submitted my book to 2 agents last night. I revised a bunch of stuff, rewrote my query letter. Hope it's good. Hope it's adequate. Hope it's palatable. Cross your fingers, because I want this darn thing published already. Like, the the accomplishment and the achievement of having just written the thing in the first place is honestly good enough for me. I'll take it, okay? I'm proud of myself for even doing that. If it never gets published, it doesn't take anything away from the fact that I wrote the thing and it exists. And it's good. I'm sorry, but it's good. But you know, I would love for it to be published. I'd love for you all to be able to read it. It's a good book. So, we'll see. Fingers crossed. We'll see. This was apparently an impromptu pajama talk. I was just watching this Daz Black video, and I don't know, felt like hanging out with you guys for a minute. You got to hear everything that you just heard, if you made it this far into the video. I do kind of have a headache. I need some water, but unfortunately, you are propped up against my water bottle. So I'm going to switch you. Now you're propped up against my Lucky 13 body butter. You did not see me spill that all over myself. That was your imagination and an absolute trick of the lens and the light. That did not happen. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this video. You guys go do whatever you're going to do. Don't forget to order/subscribe to the monthly subscription box on underworldconnection.com by February 25th if you want the Burton box, okay? It's going to be epic. You don't want to miss it. Trust me. And the link, of course, to my website is in the description, as always. And that's all from me. So don't forget to watch out for the sheep, as always. And vlog phrase of the day is Mary Poppins. I'm reading Mary Poppins right now. I like the movie. Saving Mr. Banks is one of my favorite movies ever. If you've never seen it, I absolutely recommend it, especially if you know the movie Mary Poppins really well. I wanted to know what the book was like, so I'm reading it. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will see you next time. I love you. I appreciate you. Okay, bye.